So hello and happy back to Fun Time with Coins, and today we're looking at some Icelandic coins. These are all my spares. So what I'm doing is putting these on eBay. As I'm putting these on eBay, I'm actually just making a video because I didn't know I had so many Icelandic coins. So this doesn't include the coins of the monarch, which were issued up until 1946 when they actually changed the coins. But first of all, we have, and I forgot to actually research this, and these are pretty simple bank notes and coins, but we're looking at the coins. So in 1981, this issue was put into circulation, and these are the current coins that you have on Iceland. So you got 5, 10, 50 öre, and then you have the 1, 5, 10, and then later on they put in the actual 50 and the 100. And the exchange rate to the Australian dollar is 100 to 1, so it's equivalent to $1 coin. But before 2008, the financial crisis was only 50 to 1, so it took a toll. But these coins are actually quite nice. And they issued copper nickel for the 1, 5 and 10 up until roughly, I think, about 2002. You look on Numistar, find out. And you can also find out the species that are actually portrayed on these. So on the front of the coins, which have the coat of arms of Iceland, or part of it anyway, these are what we call the Landsfeiter. So these are the protective spirits of Iceland. So we have a eagle that is Guma. Then we have a dragon, which is Dreki. A giant, so just a giant person, Bergrisi. And a bull, Glyfungur. So we could actually pronounce those wrong. So they are protecting spirits. And apparently you weren't allowed to, on the bow of ships, you weren't allowed to have something. What was it? Probably dragons or something, because it scared them off. Anyway, so here's the 1984 coins. This is copper nickel. Should be easy to find in circulation. Another thing is that Iceland hasn't issued coins since 2011, so that's the financial crisis. And I think the last two coins they issued was the 1 and the 100 krona. For the 50 krona, they haven't issued since 2005. So this coin here is the last issue of that. It's still in circulation. As far as I know, majority of payments, like in Australia, are a card now. So there is only about 350,000 people, so there's quite a few million coins. During the pandemic, tourists went away and a lot of coins are stored, so I don't think that there will be a demand for coinage in Iceland anytime soon. And here's the actual spares. So I'm selling these as a lot. I'm selling these as a coin set, so all the denominations. And then we have the older coins. So these are coins issued before the redenomination. So this is the first krona. But another thing, the 2008 10 krona has a problem with the actual date system. So it looks like it has been, to me it looks like it's been re-engraved, because the 2 has a line going down, so this might be a 1980s, 1990s design. Has been re-engraved, so they reused the die. And they've tried to remove the other date but haven't been successful. And I've got 2 coins that are pretty similar, so they're probably the same dies. So just looking at that, there's probably So it'd be 19 something something. That's just my guess. So it could be that the date was just damaged from the actual use of the die, and then they decided to re-engrave it to make the dies longer because Iceland didn't want to pay any more money. Anyway, so that's quite nice. Here's the guardian spirits of Iceland. Looks a bit angry, looks a bit scared, looks a bit nasty, looks a bit cheeky. And the actual fish, so yummy yummy. Okay, so the older coins are not as glamorous as the current ones. They basically just have a denomination. I think that's Aspen on it. And on the back, we just have, so this is the full coat of arms of Iceland. And what it's standing on, so we've got the guardian spirits. We have the cross, so this is blue. The raised here is white, and the cross is actually red. So the opposite of not Ireland, Norway. And on the bottom is basalt. Basalt's mainly the, actually it's not the only rock. I think they might have andesite, but it makes up majority of the island because it's just a mid-oceanic ridge, and mid-oceanic ridge ejects mid-oceanic ridge basalt, which is a little bit different than basalt that's erupted on the continents, which are usually affected by the host rock. But mid-oceanic ridges are classed as a type of volcano, but they're part of the plate system, so it's a divergent plate boundary. Okay, so 1971. We have aluminium bronze coins. So these were issued from 1925 to 1975. In 1976, they issued the small aluminium coins to 1980. This one seems to be doubling, so probably the rim was not tight enough on the coin. And the design's pretty much the same. Then, oh, where's the 5 krona? Okay, so 1969 they issued the 5, but before that they issued the 10, so 1967, 2 years beforehand. So same as South Vietnam, they issued the 10 dong in 1964 and the 5 dong in 1966. Bit strange, really, to do that, but countries do it. Okay, so that's quite nice. So these ones are probably worth, I don't know, $3 or $4. Not bad, and they're not rated. Then we have the Erde coins. So I have a whole bunch of 1 Erde. Most of them are pretty much uncirculated. We just take this one. This one's 58, and just as the shield with a plant going around it. Probably olive, it looks like, based on the leaf. And I have some other ones as well. There's 57. This one, a little bit circulated, 56. And these were minted up until 1966. After that, inflation took them out. And then we have the 10. So these are just copper nickel. Quite nice, boring coins. So 53 and 62. And then we have the 25. Okay. So nothing really interesting in these coins. Probably why they're not that popular. And in 1971, they changed the metal from copper nickel to aluminium for the 10 Erde. They withdrew the actual 25 because they took out the 5 Erde, the 1 and 5 as well. So I might as well get rid of the 25 denomination. And these ones, aluminium ones, damage a lot easier than copper nickel, because copper and nickel are harder metals. Aluminium's pretty soft. If you compare it to the Australian $1 coin, you can see that these are actually quite small. So anyway, that's my Iceland coins, all spares, going on to the market. So this is what you need to do when you're coin collecting. Sometimes you just want 1 coin, so you just want 1, but you get a whole bunch and then you have to get rid of. It's good, but it's also bad. Anyway, thank you very much and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.